I'm not sure. I was talking to my Monday group today. We go for coffee, and I met them through my spiritual work. There's only four of us that go, and my friend Amanda came today because she was off sick for 2 weeks. And I was saying about this group, and I said, "Oh, we have some amazing contacts with beings. They're into all of that." And they said, "Oh God, we'd love to watch that." And I said, "Well, you can't because it's private." She said, "Oh, can't we watch it?" I said, "No, it's private video." I said, "I can send you my bit and you can watch me." But I said, "I can't send other people." And I said, "And we don't put it on YouTube. It's all private." But I've been asked to talk at a UFO conference in July. And I've spoken at it before, not last year, the year before. And this time it seemed a really good idea at the time. Now I'm pooping myself. That actually do a trance talk and then do a trance demo, so they have a chance to talk to alien beings.
Amazing. Are
Yeah,
you going to go, Vicky?
I've asked
Well,
them.
well, funny enough, I was like, oh, I mean, if it's local, I might. Cause I said to Sharon, I said, oh, where is it? And she said, oh, it's in Newport. I said, oh, well, I might come along because it's only like an hour away. So, yeah. And then Sharon said, oh, yeah, come I
Yeah,
can
all
along and you can help me.
come.
Like, I'll get a flight over and I'll come. Yeah, all right, yeah, come along. Yeah,
The
4th of July it is.
we'll be your cheerleaders. Yeah, yeah,
Independence
I
Day.
the audience. The trance thing is nice to have somebody with you when you're sitting, um, who can make sure you're okay. I don't think anybody else in there, because I can have Chris with me, and he's sat in here with me, but it's having somebody that can read the energies or know that I'm okay, keep an eye on the time, make sure there's no shit from the audience. My guys don't tolerate anything from anybody. If they get anything, I'll just come back out. I'll just go. Yeah, but it's actually Chris said to me today, you need to do a post that says if you want to talk to your aliens, our alien friends come along, ask them questions.
Imagine. That's so cool.
Who they are, isn't it? They don't like to be called that, but sometimes
No,
to keep it at a certain level. But what you don't want is people that you
hecklers.
believe in UFOs and you believe in aliens. Why can't you believe in chance that people can talk?
Yeah, and I think it's busting the myths, isn't it? Even though they're probably fascinated by them, they may, generally, if they're interested in it, they've obviously either had experiences themselves,
Or
uh,
they could actually be interested,
or
but actually frightened as well.
could be channeling or something, can they, without even realizing it?
Yeah.
Well, funny enough, I'm actually obsessed with Star Trek at the moment. Again,
Oh, you watching the new one, the young ones.
I'm watching The Strange Worlds. Have you seen that one with Captain Pike?
Oh yes, yeah. I've watched those, yeah.
So bloody good, isn't it? It's so addictive. I
Future,
love the way they do it with sound and harmony, and it's all frequency, and it's so like apt.
yeah. You know
Oh.
the burn in the stories. You watch those
Mhm.
with burn. That's when it all goes tits up. Well, this new one is set in the future, beyond that,
Yeah.
and they restart the Star Trek Academy. It's bloody brilliant because
It's really good, isn't it?
they land it on Earth as part of the Academy.
Yeah, it's really cool. Even the species come up as well because they were talking about this star lot on one of the episodes last night, and really weirdly, I looked at Facebook this morning, or I was looking at something, and they were talking about Lyrans coming from this star. And I was going, bloody hell, that star was on freaking Star Trek yesterday. I was going, bloody hell, this is weird. This
Yeah.
is so weird. It's like so many like connections to it, you know?
So, our guides brought Star Trek to Earth
Yeah.
to prepare humanity for who they are because
Meditation.
they are based on actual species
Yeah. And
universe.
I love the engineer lady who is obviously from Scrooged. She's obviously a famous actress.
Yeah,
And she has been on Earth for millions and millions of years. She doesn't die, does she? And she is
right.
I think she's like Lemurian or something, which is
Yeah,
it's quite funny actually. And she's like, "Oh, you've been living amongst Earthlings for millions and millions of years before we even realized."
I
She
think
used to work in an antique shop. It was so hilarious. She works in an antique shop. So funny.
it's the captain of this new one, the one that runs the academy. I
Yeah, the lady, isn't it? I know she's
very much
famous as
like her
well.
character.
Yeah,
She's lived a long time.
yeah. So it's quite,
Yeah,
yeah, she has. Yeah, she's got like some sort of like never-ending life, isn't she?
yeah.
But yeah, it's fascinating. I'm just addicted to it at the moment.
Well, it's like Avatar. Avatar,
Oh yeah, I love that film. That's
Avatar, that's
cool.
based on an actual planet that exists. And
Yeah.
she written about a planet that she, when I wrote about it in one of my books, and I visited it myself in one of my lives, it actually sounds very familiar to that. But the race of beings are different. They're not as that, but they're connected with the plant of the world they're in, and the
Mm.
plants and the world nourish them, these beings.
Mm.
So
That's
it's
cool
very
how they
similar.
take that, isn't it?
There's so much out there, so different to how we are on Earth.
Mm.
And because the planet nourishes them in that way, so it's like they tap into the energy, something taps into their side. These beings, um, they respect the planet, don't pollute it. So it's
Well, I suppose if you're that connected, you feel the pain that you're in
yes, yeah,
yourself. That you it's all
part
interbrained then.
of the
So
planet.
you
Yeah,
know what you can feel it, can't you, and sense it if
I've
it's.
like, like gone through that sometimes as well, where I see like trees being cut down and I'm
Oh
like,
my
oh,
God,
like I
that's
can
really weird. I feel like I'm
feel
gonna
it.
cry. I was going down the motorway and they were doing some work on the motorway and they are chopping the trees down because they're coming onto I get it, right? It's health and safety. But I was like just distraught. I could feel like I was so sad about it. It was really weird. I'm funny enough, that's really weird you said that. I was thinking about that the other day.
It's
well,
our connection to Mother Earth.
Yeah,
Like that's what it is.
mad. It's gone really sensitive. I can't even look at anything without freaking crying.
last year they chopped 8 trees down in our park just over the road.
Oh,
And it's a case now the ash is getting disease, and it doesn't matter if
oh yeah.
it's disease, they're still cutting them down. And just suddenly all these trees went, and it was heartbreaking. I just kept being
Yeah.
really sad. And then they planted about 8 or 10 new trees, and a whole lot were vandalised one night.
Wow, it makes me sad when I
Wrecked.
see that as well.
So yeah, shit, this place. I
Mm.
really don't like it sometimes.
Maybe that's why we try to exit, Sharon.
Whenever we can.
Yeah,
Well,
I keep trying. I keep trying.
my guys keep telling me they're giving me loads and loads of healing at the moment because of everything that's going on to deal with it. Plus personal human things you've got to deal with, plus the shit in the world, plus whatever else.
Well, it's just coming all angles, isn't it?
But that message Sandy gave me on Thursday really helped me because she had no idea about my circumstances at the moment.
Yeah.
Vicky knows. Few, very few people know, and it's all to do with my oldest son. And basically, my guides had been saying to me what she said, but I've just been doing the human thing, thinking parenting must be shit. What have I ever done to him? I've spoiled him, and I'm thinking of all the things I've done to make him how selfish he is. And she just came along and said all those things, and is that what my guides have been telling me? But
Yeah, they've just used her as the messenger, so you
yeah, so I
message in.
since then
Yeah.
I've actually felt a little bit light and a little bit more backed off from it. And Vicky's been helping me with it as well. So, and I just felt like I just sort of shifted back from his energy, and I put him over there and went, right, let me get on with it, mate. That's how you want to be.
Yeah, good luck.
Yeah, good luck. I'm here if you need me.
Yeah. Oh.
That don't come. Right. Let's start with Vicky tonight then.
Oh,
And the
Lord.
subject's get out clause.
Oh, good God. What do I got to say about that?
See what they've got to say. See who turns up.
Mm,
Okay, I'll mute a minute while you. I've got a bit of a blocked nose. Always get sit in the energy.
why that light on like that?
Can you walk tonight?
That look all right for you, then?
Yeah.
Me?
Don't get any overshadowing. Welcome, friends. Hello.
Good evening. This is a first for me.
Ah,
Yes.
are you a new guide friend or are you an old one trying it out?
I am one of the collective, but new to bringing forward my voice.
You a Taurian?
Yes. Best one, yes.
Okay, friend. So we're talking about the get out clause on Earth. You understand
Yes.
what that is?
This is why I have been asked to step forward with regards to this subject.
Thank you. I'll just mute while you talk then.
Oh, yes. As you know, your soul, you are a being that is infinite, that is across multiple dimensions and timelines. Not every life timeline has this ability to decide if it is time to, some would say, go back home. You were talking of this earlier. Earth life is when you are able, I have the ability, the choice to decide if your journey is to come to an end. And at this time, if the life on Earth still has life left, as you know, this can happen at any time. We can then bring in another soul into that body. You see, you almost do a switch, but you can have the ability to say, I wish to not be on Earth no more. As you know, Earth is of teaching planet. It is a school of learning, a school for all light beings. So, not all souls decide to stick it out the whole time. As you are both very sensitive to the spirit world and very connected. You have the ability to know that this is happening. Not all know that their soul has asked for it, you see. As sometimes your consciousness is sometimes separate to your soul. How I describe this is quite a difficult concept, but sometimes your soul will ask the question, whereas your human mind will not know that it has done so. That is probably a best way to describe this situation. Your guides are sometimes there to support you during this time. And it is on timelines of when this can or happen. You sometimes only have this ability it depends within your lifetime. Some would say 2 attempts, but you may have already had the ask within a previous life or a past life. It sometimes also coincides with your spiritual path, the path not only on earth, but the path of your soul in the universe and your connection to the quantum, you see. As your light is infinite. And when people do and have to pass from the earth life, there is always a purpose to this also. Not only from the human perspective and the body that you are, or some would say hosting, but inhabiting. But as you see, human bodies do fail, but sometimes it's due to your light being required back to where your light is from. This was in the instance of your son, my dear, as his light was of Orion origin. This was why they required and requested his return. There is no wrong or right way to say yes or no. It is purely what you feel inside at that time.
I always feel it's whatever's for the greatest good, higher good.
And sometimes there is no decision. It is just time and required.
Because my husband had the choice last year when he was really ill to go. He had decided to go, and then he decided to stay because he thought there could be more good done on earth through his coming back. Really interesting.
Yes, there was still learning for his soul, you see, to return.
Others to learn from it, I think.
Yes. His journey has sent ripples through others' lives. Some for the good and some not so for the good. As some can trigger further soul traumas, I want to say. but they are part of their learning, part of the cycle they must grow from. I say this in a diplomatic way.
Yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about. Thank you. Yes. We'll all meet up on the other side and laugh about it.
It is a hard life, but also a good one on earth, as you are able to experience so much in the human form, the good and the bad.
So I guess your society's moved on from those learnings on your own planet because you've ascended so far, haven't you?
We do not require the physical, as you know, always. We present and are physical, but we are able to evolve into the light too. We have levels of this, not a hierarchy level, but a level of ascension and frequency, where our knowledge and growth are part of that. A bit like your schooling on earth. I want to say you do this as a young age, but as we are evolved, we do have younglings as such, but they are born of a frequency of wisdom. They are not like babies on earth, I want to say. As we are evolving souls of origin, my main origin is of Arcturus. I have always been Arcturian. I have never been anything else. My soul is pure Arcturian.
Oh, wow. That's cool. You've been around a long time, haven't you?
Yes, too long to even describe.
Well, that's cool, my friend. Thank you.
Thank you. It is a very interesting subject.
Nice to meet you.
It's somewhat difficult to explain, but as you know, we are the keepers of the souls.
Yeah.
We are the guardian of the soul also. We protect. We are somewhat guardians and warriors, but not in the warrior sense of war. But we are the protectors and the teachers of the soul also.
Yeah. Thank you, my friend.
We help souls connect to earth in a deep way, as that connection is also important for souls to feel and learn. Earth has lots of life. She is almost a living soul that feels everything. And we do try again, as her guardian, protect where we can. But as you know, there is only so much we are allowed to interfere with. which is why we share our words and wisdom through light workers like yourselves, as you will grow that knowledge and grow the next generations of supporting her more. But we do worry, not in the sense of a human, but we worry of how we can keep supporting her, ensuring she is protected. We feel her pain sometimes, which is not a pain like you sense. It is almost a frequency she gives out to the universe, you see. We are not the only celestials who feel this.
Well, you protect her well, my friend. She's vital.
Well, it is what we say. You are our brothers and sisters within the human form, and you are here on earth. Every step you step upon this planet, you are healing with your light, you see. You don't have to just sit and heal with your hands. You do it every day with your words and thoughts of love. And even when you sit in your garden and talk to your flowers, this is a form of healing. Not only to yourselves, but also to her.
Cool. Okay, my friend, thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Time round.
Thank
You just step back from our energy.
you. Nikeshanahai. Oof, my arms. Bloody hell.
Right?
Yeah, God, I felt like as if I had massive arms. Oh.
You came back pretty quickly because it looked like you were very deep.
She does come back quick, yeah.
Yeah, I could feel him like almost, I could feel him go. It's like weird.
It's a lot.
He was
Sometimes
carried.
I can feel a bit dizzy if I open my eyes too quickly.
It's best.
But they're almost like, oh, we're gone now. We're out. Okay. They almost like tell me that they've gone.
I was trying to say to the Thursday group the other week that we're getting quicker. Some of us are getting,
Yeah.
because they're there straight away. It's us that delays it.
Yeah.
But some trance sitters are so you need to sit for half an hour before you let them come through and blend, because Jackie Lee likes to blend more before she does it, which is fine. But
Yeah.
you know, at the end of the day, if they're there, they're there.
They straight. Yeah, I can feel them coming in straight away, and then I can almost like feel them going in and out, and then they almost go. It's almost like as if they're like feeling it in, like it feels like getting in, like comfy. Oh, right, okay, I'm coming in now. Yeah.
When I sit, I have a process I go through in my own head, my human head, before I let them speak. And but they're there ready straight away.
Yeah.
You know, like switching on a light switch. That was interesting.
Yeah, so it felt different. Yeah, it was a bit lighter. It didn't feel like as if I was so like
Yeah, it looked different. I did take a couple of pictures.
hmm, felt lighter. Definitely different energy.
He said he was in your collective but hadn't spoken before.
Oh.
He'd been asked to step forward because of the subject. So they look after the souls and things, don't they? The ethereal essences.
Yeah, one of your Arcturians. And he was very wise and he loved to talk. He wasn't going to stop talking.
move off and forget it. Usually they go, okay, we're finished now. But no, he was full on. He was getting his chance. He was. He nudged. I bet John went round and gave him a nudge. Okay, your turn then, Natalie.
Okay.
What I've got to say. Hello, friends. Welcome.
Hello, we are pleased to be in your presence.
We're glad you're here, my friend.
We are excited about this topic. This is something that this vessel has been healing within herself.
That was the right interpretation, then, was it?
Well, the interpretation, as you say, is one of as was described with the feeling and experience of the death, the feeling of impending doom that can come over one when they are facing their fears, facing their what they believe to be their reality at that time, as it feels so real in the human mind and the human body. It becomes a point where that soul can make a choice. That soul does have free will and can make a choice. But it will have already been decided before entering the planet, before entering the body that the soul has come into. And this can happen indeed more than one occasion. It can happen several times to you souls on this planet, even during this one life cycle that you are going through. And as my dear friends have said from the council, they have said that, of course, it can be played out in the parallel lives also, of which there are many.
So if we choose to vacate this one, the ethereal essence of or its soul is continuing elsewhere. And it might even then blend with a new beginning of a new life and multiverse.
Ah, yes, indeed. So if soul decides to leave the body in this lifetime, it has the choice of entering in another universe, another timeline, anywhere else within the multiverse. Yes. There will be many paths and many choices. You may see these as like energetic cords that lead to different realities, different paths, almost like seeing a fork in the road when you are trying to come to a decision and you have choices before you, and you can choose which cord and which path you are going to take. The soul will be drawn and will be pulled more towards the one which had been signed in the divine plan, in the contract that was entered into before the incarnation onto the planet for this lifetime. There will be a pulling towards that particular path. Something may happen that may change, may make the soul change direction. There may be family, friends, dear ones, loved ones that the soul does not wish to leave, and the soul wishes to stay on the earthly plane to play out and have more time with their dear ones. Or we would say, if the soul is stronger, the soul is strong. The soul will stick to its divine plan.
Thank you, my friend.
When a catalyst event happens, this can be triggered by an event. This can be triggered by an awakening. This can be triggered by a person, another soul that is magnetized to the soul at hand. And it can act like a catalyst that can bring up these experiences where the soul feels like it is dying, like it is falling into pieces, breaking into pieces. So it can bring itself back together again when it finds its strength, when it remembers who it really is, when it remembers the power that it has within, when it remembers what the divine plan is, when it remembers that this plan is bigger than the soul ever thought it was. And it can find the strength to continue on. When the soul can pull itself out of the depth of darkness, it will find the light. This is why there is polarities on your earth. This is part of your learning experiences in your art school, as you were saying, my friends, in your art school. This is what you learn. This is how you evolve. This is how you can overcome your challenges. It will make you strong and bold, and it will create the life that you were always destined to have. For you souls that are so awake and enlightened and evolved to come down to this earthly plane where it is dense, where it is heavy, where it is difficult and full of challenges and choices and pain and suffering. It is not an easy task, but it is one that you have chosen. You have chosen your divine assignments, and you are here to carry out your divine assignments.
Yeah, I'll definitely choose better next time. Spiritual work.
You have chosen the path that you were always meant to be on, and your progression is so vast and what you have learned and what you will be able to bring back and to teach others when you do cross over will be phenomenal. You will help many as you are helping many now, but you will help many, many, many more souls when you cross over. You will connect your light to their light.
Oh, for that one. A bit more to learn here yet, though.
And these experiences that you go through on this earthly plane, where you have the get out that you were referring to, can teach you all many things. And will help with your ascending on your path. Because each time that you meet such an experience, such a profound experience, you will find that it awakens something else up within you. You will find that it will heal the older parts of you, the older parts of your identity that you needed to shed, that you needed to release, so you could then propel forward.
Thank you, Fran, for your wise words.
Yeah.
Thank you, blessings. I need to get like matchsticks for my eyes to open them. Oh, good.
So lovely, your guys. You look so
Build.
yeah. You don't go fully funny faces and have a big moustache.
You do. Well, your mouth is doing a lot of touching tonight, though. Good.
Hi.
There's a lot of movement around
My
your
mouth
mouth.
was?
Yeah, there's a lot of movement around your mouth.
Oh.
That felt like a different guide. Felt like two, didn't it?
Oh, a bit different tonight, yeah, but
Felt like two. It started off with the usual, and I felt like it kind of morphed into somebody else, maybe. Did feel different. I wonder if it was
Yeah.
two. I feel like it was two. But, obviously they're connected. So sometimes you could see a slight similarity, isn't it? It's weird. Definitely started off with your usual and then felt like a different energy then. Because your facial face changed as well, didn't it? When she was talking a little bit more. Yeah. Cool. Fascinating.
Yeah. Well, they talk quite a lot, didn't they?
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah. It's good though. It's good to hold the energy that long and talk with them because it helps strengthen that connection.
Yeah. Mm.
To try and blend in the future, the strength have been built up in the trance energy. Very strong, hold, stronger hold.
Yeah.
And with you, they look at your frequency and they think, well, they blend. And every day we're different. That makes sense. As they are, they're not the same every day.
Mm.
Radio, and they go, right, we're ready.
Yeah, you could see you like going, whoa, whoa, blah, 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 blah. I think, oh God, they turn a blame with Sharon already. Oh no. They're like, quick, we need to get in. We need to get in. Oh,
Oh, okay. Oh, know you there. Okay. Got a new chair as well.
oh,
Got
nice.
arms on it.
Comfy one, is that?
It is, yeah, it's quite supportive on my back. Yeah,
It
it's
looks high. It looks higher on
right.
here.
My Charlie Bex's work ordered some chairs and had a spare one. I said to her, do you want it? She took it home. And she decided she didn't want it. So she said, do you want it? And I said, yeah, but mine's pretty knackered.
Nice.
Yeah,
Right.
right. I just said, stop talking. For some reason, I can't do trance with my rings on. Oh, fingers are swollen. Good evening.
Hello, welcome.
Hmm. Just warming up.
Take your time.
We're in no rush, don't worry.
Good.
The get out clause. Well, you can ask me some questions. There. Do you have any?
Do they have to be general or can they be specific to us?
They can be about the get out clause.
Yes.
Whatever you fancy, my dear. I really don't give a damn. I like that phrase. It's from
Oh,
a fair lady. She was listening to the music the other day. I don't give. I've been listening in, like we always do. You do not have a clue what I'm talking about.
the okay, so the get out clause. Have I
Oh,
have I experienced the get out clause?
yes.
That's why I wanted to ask. That was one of my questions. It was about the get out clause, but it was more around have I ever experienced it in my life? But maybe I haven't remembered. I think I may have had one experience, and I think it was that.
Yes, it was during an operation.
Okay,
Does that make sense?
thank you. Yes.
But you have too much to give here. And it was a very quick decision.
It's a quick get back.
When you're in that state between two worlds, it is a good time to evaluate what is going on within your life on earth, what you are giving to others and what they are giving to you to learn from. But we, my friends, should I say, have been talking about the soul as if that is the only part of the decision, but it's not. When we make that decision for you to leave, it is we as a unity. So your guides are part of it. Your higher self being, which could be light or physical being on another planet, who is the guardian of the soul plan of your journey, ethereal conscious self, the essence of your human life is also part of that decision. And to be honest, it has one of the most major parts in it because it is what you need to stay alive. It is the ethereal essence connected to the universal quantum understanding that is in every cell, every breath that you take. It is a consciousness of being. That is what you understand as the soul. So there is many that is part of this decision. Now, this decision could be made in seconds in Earth life, time, no, the linear time. But in us, it is thoughts, many, many years of your life is quickly looked at and decisions are made in the blink of an eye in your understanding of time. None is taken lightly. The human understanding of this, if they have any memory when they come back into the consciousness of the earth life, could be they've been in a holding pattern, waiting. It would be like a dream they remember. They may not understand it, but it would feel like they were waiting to move on somewhere else. The doors were shut till that decision was made. And if the decision is made to move on, mostly it would be that the human physical form will cease to exist in breathing and life would end. But sometimes, very rarely, will be another ethereal essence will come and be. Or it can be your higher self will swap out. The guidance of the soul plan. The being that looks after all the guides, the ethereal essence and the physical form. And the new being that comes could be of a different personality, different concept of existence, which could alter the connection with the human form, which can alter the human form themselves. You've heard of humans that have come back from near-death experiences or an accident, so they say they're different. Could be a reason. But the reason could also be physical trauma to the human body, the brain. Humans will not know this has occurred. If it does, those humans will not know. They will not understand because they're not at the level of ascension to be told. We freak them out.
So is it preset before we?
No.
No.
We have a preset potential death time.
Okay.
Your
life.
soul plan is not every second of existence you have on this earth. It's like you've signed up to a university of learning. And you're going to have your first, your second, your third, your fourth, your 16th, your 20th, your 45th, your 50th, your 75th year, whatever it is that has been chosen for the lifespan of learning. And within those years of lifespan, there will be certain events you are here to learn from, and they will be placed within your timeline. But what you have to realize is these billions of facets of time, moments that exist to get to that point. Sometimes it can shift a bit earlier or a bit later in the timeline. And when you have decided to come to Earth, to be a part of the University of Learning, before you come, you decide what it is you wish to learn, what will benefit you, what will benefit those around you when you return to your source of creation. You go to the universal knowledge pod, the quantum domain's creative intelligence that exists, all life, every second of existence is there. You'll then, as a group, look at what am I here to learn? And imagine cards being pulled out. Well, this is similar to this is similar to that. What was needed for this? What was needed for that? And things will be put in place for your timeline. That could be other people which will be part of it when they are born, guides that will need to be part of it, catalyst events that need to be part of it, good or bad. And all these things will be placed to be triggered You'll have codes in your body, ancient codes and modern light codes that will have to be given to you during times of your life to trigger certain points, things, and memories. There's an awful lot to this existence. Now, if you get to a point in your life where we're seeing it's not really working out as planned, or it's not serving the greater good, you will be pulled out. The choice will be made and you will pass over early. If we feel that life can be extended because more spiritual things have happened, or you'll be here to support another human longer than we thought, then your life can be extended. And everything else that affects just falls into place in the quantum energy multiverse. Now, COVID is an extreme wonderful example of this. As many humans have signed up for longer. And when the COVID awakening came, because that's what it was for humanity, it was to stop humanity and slow them down without removing them from the earth. The higher selves, the ethereal essences, the guides that are involved in that time span met. And if that human was to leave earlier than planned, it was agreed upon and acted upon. And there were many throughout the world. Sad for those left behind, yet another learning curve. And through that, the humans that were left hadn't signed up for that learning curve. It wasn't part of their original soul plan, because this awakening was brought in after they were born and signed up. So you see, things can change, but it's for the greater good. Does that make sense?
Well, I suppose we had to evolve a bit, don't we? So I see it as that kind of growth.
Yes, because
Yeah.
the ethereal essences or souls, you wish to call it, to go back, miss the loved ones they've had here and the experiences they've had, but they ascend above that. It becomes a part of who they are. And yes, they've been part of a big awakening. They have a story to tell and they go back in evolution. Evolution for us and evolution for humanity.
Mm.
We are gatekeepers of your existence, is what you have to realize. We are the architects of existence. We are here to help humanity, even though it might cause heartache. How else do we all learn? Many species in the universe have been through the same. They come out the other side. The ascended race that brings great wisdom and knowledge to others in the universe to help them evolve and change for the better.
You Sharon's Arcturian guide?
No, I am Salatorian.
Arcturian.
But telekinetic,
Yeah.
I'm picking up.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm picking up on him.
He likes to blend when we first come
Yeah.
in the blending game. And she always knows she's here because she feels like she has two sets of teeth in her mouth. Like she's got gnashes on top of her teeth, she thinks. Like a false set of teeth up in place. He is here, and Cashmerial's here, the Palladian. There's a few of them, but when we blend, some step nearer than others. We are the Salatorians, become as one.
Mm.
So I don't know whether my guide answered my question when I was speaking, but did I go through this get out clause a couple of weeks ago when I felt it was a death and rebirth?
Yes, was given in a way of understanding. You are very correct in your own diagnosis of carrying trauma, my dear. And the trauma you carried wasn't just from this life, it was from a past existence as well, a multiverse timeline. And everything was being shifted. And the feeling of death wasn't death as in leaving Earth, it was death as in the death of unwanted life that had been before. That makes sense. You can pick up on a past life energy, which can be a similar lesson that has been learned in this life, because you didn't learn from the last one. And this one was trauma through birth, the last one, I can see. And that is being carried forward into this life, but not through birth. That makes sense. There's a lot of energy being held in your stomach area. It has now been released. And it has lightened your load, as to say. And yes, you are struggling with the earth as it is at the moment, as all of you are, who are very light workers and ascended to a point where you are now, us to talk to. And we can understand that, because I have to be honest with you, I don't think every place I would choose to come and learn from the way you are, because I do not wish to. I've been there and done that, and I no longer need to have it because I've evolved beyond it. And it might well be that when you've had this life, yeah, you'll feel the same. Or it would be decreed that you have learned all you need to learn on earth, and you can now go somewhere else or teach what has been brought forward. You're all on different journeys, but you do have the choice. Even though you've signed up for this soul, this existence, you're going to immediately pop back in and have another one. You do get a chance to have a chat and decide what you're going to do with your peers in your source of creation, existence. Go back home. It could be anywhere. I think you'll be very connected with your Lyrian friends. Very quiet.
Listening.
Yeah, I missed some of that, some of what you were saying. What were you saying we're connected to?
You yourself,
Yeah.
you're connected more to the Lyrian race of existence.
Mm.
When you go back home, you will make the choice of to return to Earth for more lessons, or another place in the universe, or you could be the teacher again. You have choices as you do here.
Mm.
But I wouldn't worry about that now. I'd get on with your Earth life, my friends. Live it the best you can for the greatest good of all.
No choice is a bad choice. That's what he's saying. It's all good.
You can have a bad choice, which isn't
No.
good.
Mm.
Decided to kill your neighbour tomorrow, that'd be a bad choice, wouldn't it?
Oh yeah,
If
of
you
course.
decide to take them round a hot meal and a bunch of flowers, that'd be the good choice. But you won't make bad choices, my dear, till you're too elevated. Both are. Really. But as you know, there's those that do make the bad choices, and that's their soul plan lessons to learn here. Even if it means causing grief to their families and estrange themselves from it. We all know about that, don't we? So this one has had that lesson in her life, and now she sees it in her son's life. And she doesn't want to see it in her son's life because she's lived it in her life. But he has chosen to live it as well. To being learned. And when they come back, they will have great discussion. They will learn from those discussions. And the energy, which we call negative energy from it, does not serve anymore, and the higher energies will be got rid of, and there will just be the memories of those.
You seem very comfortable tonight in Sharon.
Yes, we have to practice for July.
That's good. I'm excited for July.
To try to help with the movement of the body, because
Yeah, I can see you're doing different things with our energy tonight, aren't you?
moving a lot, which is fine, but it's adjusting the energy so she can sit more in her energy with us blending and keeping her.
In the connection.
Yes.
So would it be yourselves that will be presenting in July?
Definitely.
Good.
Our water friends will be back.
Yeah.
Tonight we thought we would come through as one, as a group. We don't really want to call ourselves John and
No, that's why I sensed that. That's why I didn't want to call you John. But I know who you are.
Mary. I will be.
Salatorian.
My voice is I, isn't it? But we are we.
Yes. But it's like I was saying about Natalie's guy. There's similarities, but you're not the same, if that makes sense.
It's vibrance, and
Yeah.
we are of our form. We are of individual personalities. And Mary that came forward is actually very much like that. Much bossier, the way to.
Yes.
John is very wise. So you did have an individual with John for a while, who we called John for your sake. And now it's one with the five of us. You'll get
You're
to.
mixed.
It might be one of us might be a bit more prominent tonight, and you might sense that if you another night it might be the energy of John might be a bit more prominent, or we might come through more as a unit, because we all have our own thoughts, and even though we work as one, we are individual minds.
Yeah.
Perceptions, our own take on things. But we look at everything logically. You think of your Star Trek you like.
You're like Spock. He thinks he's very logic.
The emotions, you do not have that within us. Care, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Tears you shed. You see the harm in your world. It affects our energy in a way not like yours, but we are affected by it. But time, within a fraction of a second of your existence, you will take that away from us and look at it in a more logical, why is this happening? All this, the greater good, how can we improve this? We look at everything in a different light, a different way. We have to exist. Still so much harm in this universe for us that exists. Our planet has much beauty and much love. Your planet. But humans focus on the hate, doubt, the harm. And you know why you focus on that? Because that is what you spiritually, internally need to get rid of on your planet. The focus comes. But what happens with some humans is they focus so much on it, they get depressed. It counteracts the good, and they can't cope with it, while others will about to eradicate it, lift themselves above it without letting it affect them. Too much emotion, which is how we are. You know,
Emotions can be powerful things, can't they?
yes, you know, your Taurian guides, your Lyrians, your Dromedans, your Syrians, your Pleiadians. Some of them are a little bit more emotional. Pleiadians are still more emotional. The Lemurians, even though they've risen themselves up into seventh and eighth dimension standing, they still have quite a lot of emotion for them. Taurians have risen above that. They're now working in the ninth and tenth dimensions. We are in the 10th and 11th. We just put it into dimensions for you to try and understand the levels of this and how it works within many communities.
Almost like living euphorically. That's the word.
Yes.
You wouldn't, well, not that you don't feel, is it? You do feel, obviously, but in a different way. Is that what you're trying to say?
Our feelings, we care.
Yeah.
It's the way humans express it.
Yeah.
We can logically, I used to use the word logic because it's the best understanding for it. We
Mm.
dissect a situation, taking the emotion out of it,
Mm.
logically, to come up with the greatest good concept to make the situation better. And then we might take that situation and throw it back into humanity. Humanity will deal with it emotionally. We watch to see if it helps them evolve. If it does not, we remove it. We put something else there.
That's why we store so much in our bodies as well,
Yes.
isn't it? As humans, we store a lot of emotion.
But you can help yourselves with that through meditation,
Yes. And healing.
thought patterns, positivity.
Yeah,
What is your guides giving you healing?
definitely. My guides are great to that. I'm very grateful.
She needs a lot of healing.
Mm.
How she needs to be to work with us. We, that is part of our job, it's part of our role, so it's just second nature to us.
Yeah.
I think we're going. Do you have any more questions before we go?
No, I'm okay, thank you. And thank you very much. It's been a pleasure, as always.
Thank you.
Thank you. Beautiful souls. Right.
Good night.
Oh,
Are you doing well then? You were?
oh.
Doing well.
We're all yawning.
I know.
Before I go in, it's really weird. It's like the energy suddenly adjusts.
Mm.
But yeah, first of all, I was thinking, oh, hang on, I'm picking up quite a few of them. That's why I asked why if it was your Victorian guide.
And he was there at the beginning. He seems to be the first one that comes in at the moment. I know he's there. He's got,
Yeah, you can sort of sense, I could sense that there was more than one of them.
he seems to come in.
Hmm.
I know he's there. Whether he's my comfort guide, I don't know.
Well, maybe he did say that he was there, but it was your Salatorian, but more John personality than Mary.
Yeah.
The mustache and the
Yeah, there was
face.
That's
it's
mine. That's his professor image he puts on the overshadowing.
yeah. Um, So it was definitely his sort of characteristics rather than Mary's.
Yeah.
But I don't know, it's weird how it's mad how they come forward, but you can get a bit of all of them, can't you? And I said that to him. I said, I'm sensing like you're more is more than just you. And he was like, well, we can bring our personalities through, bit of elements of us all, even though we're like one, but we're not one. That makes sense. Like three minds, but come through with one. Or more than three. Would you say five of them, or something? I think he said.
Yeah. But they're with other people as well. They're just not with me.
Yeah.
I don't know who they're with. I don't get that information. I know. Oh, I do. I know they're So they were the higher self of Doris Cannon. Doris. I don't know what her name was. She, her ethereal self has been reborn in India, and they are part of her guide team as well. This female,
Child, is it?
she's got 11 now, I think. She's been born, and she's going to be she's on the boundary of Pakistan, somewhere there, and I think her parents are doctors, and she's going to be prodigy, but she's going to do work like she did in the future. Whatever her life's going to be, they brought her back. She's come back to do that. So even though Doris kind of can talk to you as she was, that's because her ethereal self can come through from the human essence of life she was when she was here on Earth. That's how John, because John had one of the Salatoris had an Earth life, he first presented him to me as this professor. I never knew they were who they were. But to get to know me, and he was with me for about 3 or 4 years before he then said, well, like, no, I had a trance partner called Wendy, she's in Spain now, and he came through one night and said, this is who we are. This is how you're going to start seeing us. That's what happened.
Yeah, I had Dolores come through the other night when we did trance on Thursday.
Ah,
Do you remember I said like, oh, there was loads of them there, but then I forgot, I didn't remember until later that yeah, she was like the rest of them were like here, and then she was like coming here, and all I could hear was hello, my dear, the way she always says, hello, my dear.
even though my ethereal body, which is linked to the conscious body that goes back, even though it's part of me, it could be a guide to someone else or be theory attached to another human somewhere. And it might not be on Earth as we know it here, it could be in existence or
Wow. Mind
yeah.
blowing.
See, I sort of see you whenever I was channeling my guides there, and they were saying something about you when you cross over, you're going to help many people. And I was like seeing you like hovering above and like just this white light. It was like lots of streams of white light coming out, is what I was being shown, and attaching to people. So like attaching to lots of different people, and it's as if you're
So,
like
no.
into all of them and helping them.
When you said that to me, I also got a picture. It showed
Yeah.
me standing in the light. It was almost like I was wearing a light gown, and I was looking over all these faces looking up at me in like a heavenly setting, like you'd be talking out to this energy.
Yeah.
That's what they showed me. And I was like, yeah.
Cool that we both had that
That's
sort
cool.
of vision.
Say anything because I just thought that's a bit. Yeah, no, I won't say that. But no, I did. That's what they showed me. It was like I'd be standing there. It's almost like you see pictures of Jesus preaching. And there's all people looking up at. They're not saying
Mm.
I'm Jesus, but they were showing me that type of way people would listen, or beings, or listen to what you have to say from what you.
Sharing your words, isn't it?
So I'm
Yeah.
told by my guides that Earth is used as education for the universe. What happens here. We're one of many planets, which it's almost like an encyclopedia of all the different planets and what's being learned there, and we're one of them.
Yeah. Yeah, we're just sent here on these like assignments.
Yeah. You
The
ever,
last 100 years.
you ever had a dream? Because I've had these dreams for years and I didn't know what they were. Have you ever have a dream like you've gone back to school, university or college, and you're like in a classroom?
Oh, I always have those dreams as if like I'm missing a test or something, or I've gone to the wrong place, or
Might see people you know on Earth now because they're also, it's almost like a form of astral traveling, so they're there as well. Or there might be people you don't know. I've seen my parents a lot in these people that have passed over, and they're all in this situation. And sometimes I'm wandering around, not even which classroom I've got to be in. Somebody tells me where to go, and now I know that I've gone off astral traveling to get knowledge, and I meet up with other beings or essences that have been here to learn. And then I come back, and if I'm healing, I'm like in a hospital room, white room with these windows, and I go there for healing. Sometimes I remember it.
Mm.
It's not humans I'm seeing other beings as well.
I always have dreams of me like in some sort of like laser laser wars, like shooting. That's really weird. But you know, like I've been part of like, and I just running like shooting bloody things. Do you know what the hell that's all about?
Another life going. I've had a couple really what I
Hmm.
dreams where I know I've lived it, and it's been invasions of beings and stuff going
Hmm.
on Earth, but not the Earth I know now.
No, like got different. Like got two moons. Some of them have got like look up, and the sky is like totally different.
And we're fighting these beings. I'm like, oh my god! I come back thinking I was in some tunnel and I was trying to shoot at it, and I was like, oh my god! And it just was like I've just come out of a movie set or something.
Yeah, really vivid.
No, it's not a dream. I know it's more than that. I can tell my dreams away apart from. I can tell what I is a dream, like an anxiety dream, or something like that. Like you get in the shower and you can't get your clothes on and all that sort of stuff. I get that a lot. And I've got these other dreams I have, which are either healing, the teaching, or I'm remembering an existence I've had, or I've gone into another multiverse where I'm parallel and it's like it's me there, but I'm not me. I'm someone else. It's just so weird. You just sort of touch on it, and then you come back and you think, did that really happen? You know, you question it all and everything.
Yeah, because it can be like so vivid. Can I remember one dream that I was like in like this outdoor place. I don't know what it was. It was like as if it was like an outdoor market. And I was like looking over, and then I looked at there was a person over there, and I was like, oh my God, that's me. But I was like hiding in a bush. It was really weird. And I was going, but it was me. And I was like, no, that's me. And I was like, I looked younger, hair was different, my clothes are different. It was like sort of like a blue sort of ambiance. And then this person was walking over to me, and I was going, "Oh my God, I'm gonna have to hide. I'm gonna have to hide because they're gonna know that I'm watching myself." It was the most weirdest dream ever, but it was like quite cool as well when I woke up because I could remember everything, and I was like, "Oh my God, that dream was so weird." But it was like I knew it was me, and I was watching, but I was like in a bush, like watching myself. Very weird.
When I was writing my books, they used to take
Hmm,
planets I was going to write about,
that's cool, isn't it? That's like so cool.
and then I'd stand and watch this planet and what was happening on it, but they couldn't see me, the planet. It's like we were standing behind a barrier and we just stand viewing this planet.
Ah,
I see. They said, right, this is going in a book. Okay. Um, and one of them was like, it was an Earth-like planet. Something had happened to it. It'd been hit by an asteroid or something, and it had broken up. It had like a central core, but bits floating up. And what had happened was, as it recorrected itself, it stayed in this gravity. So there was like floating bits of the planet in different gravity levels within it. And the
okay.
beings had evolved. They're almost like insect-like, but very intelligent. And they'd evolved adapting to the different bits of this planet
Oh God, that sounds cool.
about that. And you're thinking, well, how can that happen? It's all floating around, and how can it all stay like, you're questioning everything you're seeing.
That's not logical to us, is it?
No, it's I've had that happen a few times, and it literally is like they protect you. That you're not seen. You can't interfere with the planet.
No, yeah. But you need to see what's
See it,
what's happening.
consciousness, yeah. It's a way that put it into my head with me coping with it. So it's like watching a film, really. Yeah, it's very interesting.
Oh, it's like mind blowing, isn't it?
Right.
Wow, it was an interesting night evening.
Yeah. And then I got some answers from your guide as well, Sharon, about, what I went through a couple of weeks ago and how it was connected to a past life as well.
Right.
So I thought that was interesting. It's connected to birth in a past life. So I've had like birth trauma or something is seemed to be what they were saying.
See you in this life?
What?
Makes sense to you?
Don't know.
Oh, that's what we'll do in the future.
So I don't know about the past life thing. No, I didn't know that at all. That's something new. Yeah.
How about your birth of your mum? Have you asked your birth okay in this life?
Yeah, I think so.
Mm.
Yeah. Um,
The show
so
me is what you've got wrong with you stopped you having kids.
no. In this life, no. But I don't have any kids.
I had to go back into trance and find out what they were saying.
Yeah. Yeah, weird.
Hmm.
But yeah, could
Connected
all
somehow, innit?
So the show me, all right, it's just come back in. The show me trauma in the stomach area, but not just trauma from this life, trauma from a past life. So
mm,
whatever happened within that birth I'm not being shown a normal birth. I'm being shown a birth. So there's a section or whatever it would have been back then. So you had
mm.
trauma to your stomach in a previous life. Okay? What was just saying to me? Doesn't have to make sense.
No.
You don't know what's being pulled forward.
It's almost like an imprint, isn't it? An energy.
Yeah, they've definitely released something from you. It's almost like I'm seeing your belly button and I'm seeing something this big sitting behind it. And it's like it's risen up out and gone.
Mm,
Like
good.
energy release, yeah.
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 You were they're saying you were born with it. You're born with this within you. So whether
Mm,
that's what's caused you to have a lot of problems,
right.
and then the release has now come. That's the lessons have been learned.
Time. Time to release it.
Yeah. Like fly at 41.
Okay?
Hmm?
At 41?
Oh, I know. Well, it's like my spiritual journey didn't start until my late 30s.
Yeah, I was in my early 40s when mine started.
There we go.
Post-natal depression when my son was born. And it was supposed to take 3 years on my soul plan to heal. It took 5 because I actually was suicidal, very mentally sick with it.
Oh,
It took a lot longer. And from that came my spiritual awakening. And I found my strength. We set up a business. I then ended up moving the business out of the home to an office, which was next to a holistic healer. And she
oh,
started, and she
perfect.
past life regression on me, and that's where it all started. I've always been interested in angels. I've had things happen through my life. I've read books, watched programs, but I
Mhm.
hadn't acted on any of it. I just put it away somewhere and went, yeah, okay, moved on. Yeah, but I again it was probably mid 40s before it really started to kick off and really in my head.
Mm.
It's like you've got to live your life sometimes if you have a life to learn.
Ready with the lessons, see, aren't you? I think sometimes
I look
got
at
a lot to teach now.
when I did the mediumship, they brought people to me, and especially when I did the personal readings that were linked with stuff I'd experienced in my own life.
Mm.
So they could show that to me and I could put that to them and they go, yeah, I've had that or I've had this. I had one woman come, she was quite young. So when I lived in Bristol, I was doing mediumship readings. I didn't know her. I'd been recommended. She came in and they showed me my younger brother, my adopted younger brother who'd married and his wife, a 17-year-old son who married and they had two young kids together. They were too young. Um, they were neglecting the kids, and the social services were taking them off them. So Duncan and his wife sort of adopted them, got guardianship of them, and brought them up.
All right, okay, yeah.
The the son and the wife separated. She got mixed up in drugs and all sorts of stuff. The daughter, when she got to 12, insisted she wanted to go and live with her mother. So they checked her out and she seemed to be okay. So um, they allowed her to go. And at 13, she came back 5 months pregnant from an adult male.
Lord.
They showed me all of this, and it turned out that the woman who come for the reading, her mum had her when she was 13. Similar circumstances.
Oh, wow.
Say that to her. So what I'll do is just say, well, I've just been shown this. Does it make sense to you? She was like, well, yes, that's my story. And I was like, oh my God. This
Wow.
to me, and I could relay part of my life or someone else's life to them that I'd experienced alongside them to get answers for her. Quite amazing, really.
That is mad. It's very connected, isn't it? Very synchronous to tick.
Yeah, I things like that. And then I just got to the point where when I moved over here, it got so bitchy, unbelievably so. I just pulled out of it all. Just went, I said to my
Ditto. Stop doing churches. They were too clicky.
trance from now on, and that was it. I just changed everything I did.
Mm,
Meant to be anyway.
Too many ego,
definitely.
nice space to be in, to be honest. So I ran my own church for a couple of years before the lockdown came.
You got spiritual churches where you are, Nat?
Yeah, there's one in Belfast. I've never been though. It's
No,
just not, it doesn't appeal to me. And from what I've heard, like I've
no.
heard bad stories about it. I know people that go to it and they don't even know how to protect themselves.
The
And
energy is
they're
not
walking
together.
around, they leave that place and they've still got all these other energies attached to them. Because like one of my old secretaries used to go and I'm like, oh, I can feel that energy coming off you. Like really bad, you know? Don't know.
That's
Not
the
my
only place. Yeah, that's the only thing with those churches.
Really well, and there's others where there's so many egos running the church because I'm so out of the box. I've met some SNU people, and they said never would they'd have you in the church because of what I do. Somebody contacted me the other day. They've set up a new church, and they said, "Oh, we've heard you're a really good medium." And I thought, "Who told you that? Because I've done it for years." And I said, "Well, actually, I do this and this now, but I can do trance talks, trance demos, blah blah blah, a bit out of the box. Let me know." I didn't hear a bloody thing from her. I thought, yeah, all your
Your rules, all your rules.
just will run to the door when they see the aliens coming.
Oh, I think it's like
would
weird because my friend Caroline joined a ladies' class on Sunday, and she said, "Oh, I don't know what it is." She said, I watch these things now, and I just feel like as if I'm in a different place." Do you know what? I just think it's really not the old-fashioned way. I know it's a way that we have to get people to connect because I think that's the stepping stone, isn't it? But I think it's just the old way now, isn't it? It's not the new way anymore, and some people are really not stepping into the new way, if that makes sense.
I'm here to teach the new way.
Yeah, definitely. I think Caroline is as well. She's like, "Oh, I watch it, does nothing for me."
And it's that, you just stick to your guns. You know, eventually people who will understand it will start changing. It's going to take a long while.
Yeah, it's like the old-fashioned mediums don't understand what celestial beings are.
No
No.
energy or anything really.
Yeah.
We're
Yeah.
all spirit, and they're spirit as well. Everything is spirit.
No chance teachers turn around and say, leave your aliens and your elementals at the door, or you come into my workshop. There's no point in saying that to me because they're all here and, well, they're all with me and they're part of who I am.
No, exactly.
Yeah.
Like your soul.
And I think, who do you think you're talking to? And I don't think they understand when somebody dies, what's
Mm,
going back is an ethereal light conscious being going back, and they have everything from that life. And when you're calling grandma down, whoever wants to come and have a speak, it's their ethereal consciousness that's coming down.
mm.
Present themselves in that human form. My guys can present themselves in human form. As soon as you start to talk about Salvatore light beings, five of them coming through as one, you suddenly stepped up the ladder and everybody's going, "Oh, the fuck, what's she talking about?" the old way of thinking. I don't
Yeah.
even. I rarely use the word spirit anymore because it's not spirit. You suddenly see it all differently,
You do.
and I do go back to those words like medium and stuff, mental mediumship. But trance to me is trance communications of celestial beings. I'm not looking to be a medium and bring through the dead ones, whatever. And I have done trance talks or demos where they have the person they're connected to in the room, and they do. It was more the energy of John who used to work with me, the Salvatore. He used to sometimes connect to someone and say, "I've got so and so here, give a message." But it's
Mm.
only if you chose to do so. I never presented it as that's what would happen.
No, that's what you're gonna do.
And now and again it would, or they'd give some advice, and afterwards they'd say, "Well, actually, that really made sense to me." So, but it didn't. I wouldn't know. I wouldn't go looking for that. But what I was there for is trusting what your guides are going to do.
Mm, definitely. Oh, on that note, I think I need to go to bed now.
I
Gonna
know.
see my hubby, see if he's okay.
He's all right.